Oh hey, did you think it would be a good idea to put down peel and stick tile and now you actually have to peel it up? Well, lucky for you, I watched every video and I found my best tips and tricks and hacks, so I'm gonna show you how to do it today. This is Laugh Cry DIY. I am Katie and I am moving and therefore I have to peel up my beloved peel and stick floor. 4 years ago, I moved into this apartment. I put down this peel and stick floor. It was very easy, very affordable, and they held up pretty well. But now it is time to take them up and talk about what we're gonna use today. Okay, so I read a ton. I watched a million videos to see if anybody had any new tips and tricks. And I'm gonna tell you everything the internet told me you could use. Baking soda, Goof Off, Goo Gone, rubbing alcohol, degreaser, Windex, olive oil, vinegar, multi-purpose cleaner, and soap and water. And I went and I tested all of them for you in different variations, and here's what I'm actually gonna use. Goo Gone, not Goof Off. Goo Gone. This has much less chemicals, it easily dissolves the adhesive, and this is your base layer. Next, baking soda. This is gonna sop up the oil and residue left by the Goo Gone. Then I grabbed a degreaser and soap and water and a little scrub brush or sponge. Now, if you're having a really hard time, rubbing alcohol is very effective, but it's pretty potent and pungent, and so just be aware that if you do use that, you need a lot of ventilation, which you should actually have with any of these products. We're also gonna use a hairdryer and a metal scraper. Honestly, if you get a wide one, your life will be easier, but this is the one I have, so that's the one we're gonna use. Oh, we're also gonna use a lot of paper towels and or rags, whatever you prefer, but just know any rag you're using is gonna get really oily. Okay, so as you can see, I have already started taking up the floor. You can see why I maybe put this on. Blah. So first of all, I highly recommend doing this in sections. I see some people lift up their whole floor at once. It's a sticky mess, you can't get in and out. Don't do that. Do it in sections because everything we're gonna do, you kind of have to leave on for a while. So it's better to do a little section, go do something, come back, etc. But first, you gotta get these up. Here's the Katie method for doing this. You wanna get a hairdryer or a heat gun, or you can use an iron over like a towel, something to just heat it up and warm it up. But you don't just wanna high heat that. You also wanna high heat the scraper for like 20 seconds. That gets it really hot, and when you go under, you remove it, it's like butter. And we're off. And we're heating this up. ASMR, you can hear that. Okay, it's gross, don't look that much. But now we're gonna spray this with the Goo Gone and we're gonna let that set for 10 minutes. All right guys, we're back and it's gonna get really nasty because what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take your scraper and you're just gonna scoop up the surface. And what you're gonna get is a bunch of nasty, sticky adhesive that has come up. Honestly, I don't even wanna show you up close because it's pretty gross, but just trust me. Okay, disgusting. Next, I would take simple soap and water just to do a preliminary wipe up of all of that surface oil. You're gonna see a lot. Oh, also completely forgot, I was not wearing a glove. Guys, wear gloves. Now you're gonna take your baking soda and sprinkle it all over. You're gonna use your hand and I just kind of coated it like a paste. The goal here is to create a paste that absorbs the oil and also creates a bit of an abrasive so that when you go to scrub this all away, it picks up a lot more oil and gets a lot more stuff off the surface. So I'm gonna leave this on here for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, we're back and you can see it's already kind of like gooing up like into a little bit of a paste because you can tell it absorbed a lot. So I'm gonna take my same scraper and just, I'm gonna sweep that up. And there is still some residue on the floor, which is fine because again, it's gonna kind of be an abrasive. So next I'm gonna coat this in a degreaser. And same thing, I'm gonna let that sit for like 5 minutes. And I'm back with my little scrubber. And we're wiping that up. And that, guys, that feels pretty good to me. If you need to, you might have to do one of those steps again, but overall, pretty simple, pretty painless. It's just a lot of waiting and letting the products do the work for you. So it's time to work on the next portion of the floor. Also, again, if you're having issues, you might need to do a few steps a few times. Sometimes I put baking soda back over it. And again, rubbing alcohol, oftentimes as your last resort, will work. But again, I'm trying to avoid it, so. All right, last round, folks. All right, guys, what an adventure. What an awkward angle for all this filming. But overall, we have no sticky floors. All in all, I'm pretty happy with how it came up. Hope you guys found that helpful. I wish you luck on your own peel and stick undoing adventures. And I gotta be honest, even though I just went to this much work, I'm absolutely gonna do this in my next place very soon. Okay, bye.